welcome back.
I gotta look up here.
Yeah, look here, babe. It's another week of Females Unfiltered.
That it is.
Miriam's with us this week.
Here I am.
Guys, we got our Spa Girls cocktails. Get yourself some. Also, very exciting, guys. So we have a fan from London who watches the show every week. Every week. Every day. He probably watches every day because he's that dedicated. Every week, he's actually like my sister's boyfriend, but it doesn't matter. He still watches the show. And he's here in town visiting her, and we're just going to make him come say hi. Because if you come all the way from London, you got to come say hi. Hi, Mikkel.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome to the show. Are you so stoked?
I'm very, very excited. And yes, I am an avid follower. And probably, your oldest, longest, and best fan, I would say. Well, maybe not oldest. Okay, I take that back. But definitely your best fan.
Right, our best fan. Yeah. I guess he has. Oh no, actually, her mom is diehard too. Her mom is diehard too, which we love that as well.
Well, close second then.
So close second. Yeah. Yeah. What did you like about the show?
Just the fact that you guys talk about current events, support amazing causes, and all your guests are very entertaining. And
we talk about like inappropriate shit
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, just off the cuff, very sort of in your face, and filled with personality, and a lot of energy. So guys, we got Mikkel to drink some Spa Girls too because he's on holiday. You loving it? Very refreshing.
Very. Yep.
It's first time, and can't recommend it enough. So if you guys ever come across this,
I
definitely go for it.
Yeah. So guys, if you're in town, I'm dead serious. Come down. You'll have a drink with us. You can come say hi. We don't give a fuck.
We don't.
We're a show for the people.
That's what
we are.
We're a show for the people. We are a show for the people.
We are a show for the people. We are all access.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Thanks, Mikkel. Thanks for popping in and saying hi.
Always a pleasure.
He's going to watch right over here, guys. He's just going to be right off camera, and he'll be, soaking it in. In person.
All of it. Soaking it all up.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite thing this week?
A favorite thing of mine this week is that starting Saturday, I'll finally be able to, relax and sleep.
Love.
I've been crazy busy with work. And also, I have 2 jobs, plus I'm finally working as an actor. I'm actually doing the things.
Yes.
So
the things we all want to do.
I hear you, girl. So that is my entire schedule is just covered in
crazy
shit.
Okay.
And so after tonight, today is a 2-show day for me.
2-show day.
Today it's this show this afternoon, and then I have a show tonight at 3 clubs. Trash Can Shakespeare.
Trash Can Shakespeare, guys. Okay.
And then tomorrow. And then I have to start memorizing again.
Yeah, for the new Trash Can Shakespeare?
Well, not for a new Trash Can Shakespeare, for my class on Saturday. And then I have to keep memorizing because I have a show opening in April. So it's
exciting.
But once this is over, once today is over, it's kind of just okay, I'm on the downhill slide.
Perfect.
I haven't slept in a long time.
I'm sorry. That's so hard. But you're at the light. You're at the light.
I'm at it, and I'm loving what I'm doing. So that's my
good.
That's my favorite thing.
Good.
What's your favorite thing?
I was thinking about this. I was like, what is my favorite thing? Because I felt like the week went fast, but I felt like I didn't really accomplish as much as I wanted to. So I had a thing going on in my life, guys, that I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was the truth and what was the lie.
Okay.
And I was dealing with that for the last 3 weeks. And I have clarity with it now.
Good.
That's what I'm going to say.
Clarity.
I've discovered what the truth of the truth is. And I'm putting the shit behind me.
Good. Let it sail on its own.
And I'm moving forward.
Yep.
So the truth fucking came out, motherfucker.
Cheers.
There you go.
Truth will always come out.
The truth will always come out.
Also, karma keeps receipts.
Yeah.
She keeps receipts,
man. Karma's going to fucking get... All right, I'm going to stop. But
Get it. It's going to get that.
It's going to get the thing.
That thing.
The thing. The ambiguous thing.
The ambiguous
thing. But my favorite isn't the getting them. My favorite is the clarity.
Yes, the clarity. The clarity. Everybody needs clarity.
Clarity.
I mean, once this storm blows over, storm blows over, we'll have clarity again.
Yeah. So that was my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's great.
Yes. It's good, right?
Yeah.
Great. Perfect.
I love it.
Okay, guys, let's figure out what's going on in the world today.
Oh my God, so many things.
You have a great thing.
Okay. This is my most favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Listen, everything today is random as fuck, and that's just how we feel.
Okay, so I saw this a friend of mine shared this on his Instagram story, and I was like, no, this isn't real. Okay, there's a couple. Their names are Ron and Diana Watson.
Hey, Ron and Diana.
Hey guys.
Hi, guys.
They live in Kansas, and they have been going to Texas Roadhouse 6 days a week for the last 15 years.
First, if people don't know what Texas Roadhouse, let's tell people what Texas Roadhouse is.
So Texas Roadhouse has some great buns, I will have to say. They have some great first buns to eat, and they put
a bun, like a roll.
Like a roll, okay, a roll.
Little roll.
And they have like cinnamon honey butter that they bring.
Love.
Anyway, it's a steakhouse basically.
It's not like roadkill.
It's not roadkill, but she does. Super sure. There is something on the menu called the roadkill, and that's what Diana orders every time, and then Ron orders the barbecue chicken.
Okay. All right.
But these people, they are so dedicated. They have literally trained their bodies, basically. Like, they don't really eat anything all day. Like, she drinks a protein shake in the morning, and he just kind of drinks lemon water. And then they go to Texas Roadhouse.
At, like, lunch, dinner-ish? Like, what time?
From 3 to 5 is the early bird special.
Oh, they got an early bird special.
Yeah. And so they go there and they get, like, the discounts on their food and everything. But they've literally been, as soon as they walk in, when the servers see them, they're just like, hey, to the cook, like, they're here, like, start making their food. And they sit at, like, booth 411 or 412. Like, like, one or the other.
So why?
But they're there every day.
Why are Ron and Diana doing this?
Okay, so they love Texas Roadhouse, number one. It's one of their favorite places to go.
Great.
They go there 6 days a week. They don't go there on Saturdays because it's the busiest on Saturdays.
So what do they do on Saturdays?
So on Saturdays, they go to a barbecue place like across the street.
All right, Ron and Diana.
I love them so much. They are couple goals.
Creatures of habit.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is, like, I think he's like 69 or something, but he's a war vet. He was in the Vietnam War. And but he said that he's a creature of habit and she's a creature of habit, and they just love going to this place.
Okay.
But oh my gosh, what were we just saying? Why? Oh,
why? What?
Why?
Why?
So Diana used to, like, cook for them all the time, but then she was like, this is just monotonous and stupid and I don't want to do this anymore. And he was like, yeah, I don't want you to have to feel like you have to cook for me all the time. So instead they literally go to Texas Roadhouse every day except for Saturday.
And they get the same meal?
The same thing every time. Same thing.
They're not sick of it?
I don't know how they're not sick of it, because I used to go someplace, Macaroni Grill. We used to go to Macaroni Grill like every Saturday night or something like that. And I would get this one thing every time. And then I started getting sick of it.
Yeah.
Because, like, it was the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But some people, that's, like, cool with them.
Once, when I was, like, 2nd grade, I went and stayed with my cousin for a week.
Yeah.
And her mom, and she was in gymnastics, and every day for lunch, her mom would go to the drive-thru at McDonald's. So while I was staying with them, we would go to the drive-thru at McDonald's every day for lunch. The first 2 days, amazing.
The best, yeah.
Happy Meal, plain cheeseburger, French fries. So excited.
Plain cheeseburger?
I still get a plain cheeseburger when I go.
Like with no, just
meat, cheese, and bun.
That's it.
Meat, cheese, and bun. Everywhere I go.
When I was eating meat and cheese, I loved their tomato or their ketchup. So I couldn't not get a plain. Like I had to get a cheeseburger with the pickles and the onions or whatever, you know.
Okay.
But you're like, I know so many people who eat plain cheeseburgers.
Yeah. By day 3, I was like, I could do without.
Yeah.
Day 4, I was like, oh my,
really don't want this anymore.
I did not want to eat it. And I remember I was in trouble and I was not allowed to get up from the table until I finished my fucking Happy Meal. And I literally
That's
thought I was
not
gonna throw
okay.
up. I was like, I cannot eat goddamn plain cheeseburger anymore. And I had to do it.
That's weird.
So I'm so surprised that they don't get sick of it.
I mean, I'm super surprised that they don't get sick of it either. They
got money. They got money to spend every day to go out to eat.
I mean, think about it. My roommate and I were talking about this last night. We were like, okay, so that's like, even with the early bird special, that's like roughly what, $20?
Definitely $20 at least.
So $20 a night for 6 nights. That's what?
$120 a week, where you can be getting so much more healthier things.
Times 4.
Right. Yeah.
And but we basically, in the last 15 years, it's like $70,000.
But do they not, because for grocery shopping.
They don't go grocery shopping.
This is literally the only meat.
They do not go grocery shopping. And that's what they said. They're like, oh yeah, well, you know how much time you spend driving to the grocery store, taking the time to get the things at the grocery store, waiting in the thing. He was like, why not just like drive 2 blocks and go to Texas Roadhouse and then it's already there for you.
I just want to know what their organs look like.
And I'm so concerned because it's just
no
meat.
Salad.
Constant meat. No salad.
Movie night, no popcorn.
It's just I'm not gonna like, you know.
I mean, hey, to each their own.
Exactly.
I couldn't do it.
Couple goals. If you can do that every night.
Couple goals as far as like having someone who's committed as much as you are.
Yeah, and they honestly are just so happy. Like they've been together I don't want to say not very long, but like they got together later in life, so they both had kids in separate marriages.
All right.
And then they got together and they're just like so happy. Like their pictures together are so happy.
Good for them.
Oh.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
Eat the damn steak.
Yeah, do it.
All
Whatever.
right.
Do what you want.
Good for you guys. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to do one more article, guys, before we get into our next segment.
Yes.
So, like I said, it's a day of bullshit articles. Sometimes that's what you need in your life.
Absolutely.
Do you guys remember Chester Cheetah?
I do.
Yeah, he was really cool, right? He had the sunglasses on.
Everybody wanted to be like him.
Fucking cool cat, Chester Cheetah. Well, I mean, he always gave off this vibe of like having his shit together.
Yeah.
Didn't he have a scarf and a beret sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like where did Chester go? Where does Chester live? What is his life story?
I don't know.
Well, apparently, there is a house in Brazil that decided to answer these questions. Okay. They've partnered with Cheetos, and they have made a mansion in Sao Paulo. I can't even pronounce it.
Sao Paulo.
Thank you, Brazil. And the Cheetos opened the Cheetos Chateau. Okay, it is a mansion fit for him. He's got a fucking cheetah throne in there. He's got the over-the-top decor.
Okay, so is this just like an Instagram trap for people to come, people who are
Possibly.
like dedicated Cheetos fans?
I feel like possibly.
Is there a Flamin' Hot room?
I mean, during the public opening, which was January 27th to February 10th, they did like a big hurrah.
Okay.
Guests were served Cheetos-themed snacks, burgers, noodles, and even pudding. All Cheetos themed.
I would
go to that house. I would go.
I would go to see it. I don't want to try any of the food though.
I do.
I liked Cheetos, but I am not not anymore.
Listen, if I would let myself eat something that shitty made in a factory, I'm gonna eat the whole damn bag. Cheetos taste good.
Cheetos.
I don't ever buy them. Like sometimes I get the Trader Joe's knockoff, which makes me feel slightly better about them.
Anytime I think about Cheetos, my grandfather.
Yeah.
He would always go and buy like the off-brand. So in my town, in Iowa, there's a like convenience and gas station called Quick Star or Quick Trip in Minnesota.
Sure. Great, sounds good.
Anyway, they have their brand is Urge, and they have cheese curls instead of Cheetos. And he would always get the cheese curls and open them, eat like a handful, and then leave them open, curled up behind his like rider's seat in his truck. And then he'd just keep them there.
For when he felt...
Because he liked stale Cheetos better than regular Cheetos.
And did his whole car smell like Cheetos?
No! Oh. But he would just like get them out and I'd be like, oh, Grampy, let me have some of those. And then I'd eat them and
and he was like, this is the good stuff.
This is the best time to eat them. And I'm like,
oh, Gramps. All right.
Oh,
okay,
geez.
It's fine. Guys, that's everything pertinent going on in the world that you need to know about.
If you're in Sao Paulo,
you don't need to know nothing else.
Go to the Cheeto Mansion.
Please do.
And
send
tell
us pictures.
Like.
#females unfiltered.
Yeah.
Hang tight, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to get set up to figure out what we just have to try in LA. Which is great. We were just talking about Cheetos. We're going to figure out what the fuck's out there. What do we got to try? We're gonna figure it out. We'll be right back, guys. Thanks. Hi guys, welcome back. Guys, Carolina's with us. Welcome to the show, girl.
She is decked out in spring.
First time on, welcome. We appreciate it. She's gonna help us figure out what we have to try. Last month we had Jen. They're both from Press Pass LA. We love them both. So we're going to jump into it, girl.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you guys both for having me.
Yeah.
So on Press Pass LA, I know you guys call it Just Have to Try.
Yeah, what you just have to try.
Yeah, so on Press Pass LA, you can find it under Dinner Diaries, and it's a series I created about 2 years ago because I was like, I love to eat.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, girl.
Yeah, and somebody invited me, like a PR firm invited me, and they were like, hey, we're doing a little pop-up. And I was like, this could really be a thing. Like, I could really eat my way through LA and find out, like, what's up.
Yep. Love that.
It's really turned into a thing, like, to the point where now I get so many invitations. I'm, like, backlogged on when I can post about them. They're like, so we're going up this Friday for Dinner Diaries. And I'm like, no. I have 2 restaurants ahead of you. But you will be going up, and I will share on social, and I'm super excited. I'm actually starting to think that I need to expand Dinner Diaries into like 2 days of the week.
That's amazing.
Because you can only have so much background.
Right,
And
absolutely.
I feel like between the pop-ups, like do a separate section for pop-ups.
I think that's a great idea.
And then like one for the ones that are here. But restaurants change so often in LA that it's almost like a pop-up.
And the things are, with pop-ups, you'd probably want to get them out a little sooner, obviously, because they're not here as long. So I can see where they'd have like priority, maybe.
Yeah, I do tend to push any type of like pop-up to the front of the line, especially if it's on a limited schedule. But then that stinks for the other restaurants.
Right,
but
waiting.
While we're talking about food, I want to talk about Taco Tuesday.
Hey, that's a thing, especially in LA.
Oh God, I love Taco Tuesday. It's the best day of the week.
Yes. It should be, well, besides Saturday.
I mean, yeah.
Right, exactly.
But I do think that Taco Tuesday, #1, should just be a reoccurring weekly holiday.
Yes.
Where you get off of work early.
Like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, boom, go get your margarita and your discount tacos. But talking about them, so SBE owns Doheny Room.
Okay, which is a great place if you guys haven't been to Doheny Room.
Yeah, so Doheny Room's really cool. You can go there for dinner. You can also go there to hang out. It's kind of got like a lounge bar atmosphere in West Hollywood. And they partnered with this company called Tacos 1986. So the tacos are only there on Tuesdays. They're super affordable. They are street-style Mexican tacos. And they're from $3 to $5 in price range.
Very
affordable.
Not
breaking the bank.
Worth it.
And here's the part that I love the most about it, besides the fact that they're absolutely delicious, is that Doheny Room opens up the glass panes in the front of it, which I didn't even know it could do that. So the floor-to-ceiling windows are actually on rotators, and they open them up to the street. So as you're walking down Santa Monica Boulevard, you kind of get this like smell of street tacos, which is amazing. You go in and you enjoy them. My personal favorite was the Vampiro. It's like a little mini street-style corn taco that they fry, and then they put all of the toppings on top. So it's almost like a mini tostada.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds
great. It's like $4, so you're winning at life.
Right.
And it's delicious.
That sounds amazing.
I got the chicken, but they also have other flavors. Like, of course, they have carne asada. They have pork adobo, and then they have a vegetarian option, which I also did.
Great.
The mushroom, which was sauteed in some kind of flavorful seasoning, which was to die for. But here's the greatest part about it, is that, so the taco stand is actually owned by the brother of one of their longest running promoters.
Oh.
So when the brother told SBE, hey, my brother's opening up a taco stand, SBE was like, well, how can we help you make it successful?
I love that.
That is so cool.
They have a heart. That's
I
so
love
nice.
the stories like that. I like hearing that big companies are helping the little guy kind of like...
Especially in LA where everyone's out to fucking benefit themselves and nobody gives a shit about the little guy.
No, SBE gives a shit. And they were like, let's partner, let's see how it can work or what property it can work at. And they came up with the idea that Doheny Room would be the best fit, and yeah, it's been madly successful.
And I haven't been to Doheny Room. It's a cool spot.
Yeah. I have yet to go.
Cool
there.
spot.
Oh, go.
I need to go. Go.
Yeah,
dress the fuck up.
Yeah, dress
the
up.
fuck up.
No, you can be casual
on Tuesdays? Okay.
They need to make like a Taco Tuesday block party, to be honest with you, because I feel like you should be able to go taco tasting from like spot to spot and really enjoy it.
I feel... Carlina, you should patent that shit and branch out your dinner diaries. Instead of bar hopping, you're taco hopping.
Taco
Hop Tuesday! The city of West Hollywood can pay me the reciduals.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
I just
Taco Hop Tuesday.
$multi-million idea.
Yeah, you did.
So see me in court.
Yeah, exactly.
You owe me money.
I mean, don't they need someone to like host the tour of the Taco Hop Tuesday, right?
That's
there should be like a bus. I feel like there should be a
I wouldn't be able to handle that.
True.
Oh my God, you
I'll
should
hire out.
Set up a camera crew and then just interview one person every 10 minutes. What do you think?
That's a reality show disaster.
What do you think? What do you think about the taco?
But yeah, so that's my big recommendation.
We love
for
that.
Where to go this week in food. And then on Press Pass LA, we also do a lot of entertainment news.
Yeah.
So recently we sat down with the cast of NBC's new show, The Village. We also sat down with some of the lead cast from Hulu's hit Pen 15. So be sure to check that out.
I've heard nothing but good things about
I do want to give a plug to SEAL Team on CBS because they came back last night, and it's a new time, new day. I'm on SEAL Team. I hope you watch. We want a season 3. Everybody should get a season 3.
Yes.
And they're awesome. They're so great. They're an amazing cast. So if you haven't watched it, you should watch it. They're back, and you might see me.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So where can people find, follow, and support you on Instagram?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at LenaBean113, and honestly, it's the only social media I use.
I know. Okay, listen. I've just been taking a pool with people. What do we feel about Snapchat? Do we need to be on Snapchat?
I deleted it. It just got too annoying, and I can tell my stories
on Instagram. Is it because of our age?
No.
Okay.
I have friends and like family members who are younger than me who literally only have Snapchat for the filter.
Yeah.
So then they take the filter video that they want because Snapchat does have
I've heard they've had great filters.
And then they upload them to Instagram.
Yeah.
So what is the point?
Well,
I'm okay with not having. Like,
my nephews are like 16 and 17. Snapchat is their means of communication.
I don't know.
So I'm just like, do I need to be on there to tap into that market?
No, you don't, because
or are we just old and cranky?
Are
we old and cranky?
All Snapchat is now is reality Snapchat stories.
Isn't there like a lot of porn on Snapchat?
There is, and that girl, that Catch Me Outside girl, she has her entire Catch Me Outside. That whatever, the one on Dr. Phil. She's a.
Okay, I don't even know who this is, but all right.
It's okay. You're doing okay.
You're fine. You're not missing anything. But she has. I was just like scrolling through. I keep wanting to say Instagram, but it's not Instagram. Instagram is so much better. Snapchat. And I was like looking through, and I was like, what are all of these? I didn't subscribe to any of these.
I got on Snapchat when Instagram had their meltdown the other week. You know, when they were closed, they fucked up.
Yeah, I went on Twitter that day, and I was just wrote, this is a good day for Twitter.
I was like, look at Instagram's driving me to Snapchat. What the fuck?
I had no idea that even happened.
I
did.
I knew
all day.
It was annoying. What about TikTok?
What is TikTok?
I feel like I should be doing TikTok.
Let's not talk about TikTok again.
Okay, I'm sorry. I've been debating doing TikTok. TikTok's the one where you see videos and people like weird shit happens. So like they transport from one part of the room to the next part of the room, or they climb into a hole in the ground. They're like these. I don't even know how TikTok makes these videos, but you can make these crazy videos. Which I've kind of been debating.
A lot of people love it. I'm not bad.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Before next week, I'm gonna make a fucking TikTok video. I'm gonna challenge myself to make a TikTok.
You crawl through a hole and then you upload it to. I'm so.
Well, TikTok is like as if you were a master editor and could edit the craziest shit that your mind can think of. That's what TikTok does.
Oh, okay.
So you could get very creative on there. Like you could climb out of a taco on TikTok and then stick it in your ear.
Climb into a taco.
Whatever, girl. You would climb in.
It's like a micro size, like a Tinkerbell size version of me. Yes. I'm just like, there's more taco now.
I encourage you to make a TikTok doing that next week before we see you next, and I will try to make a TikTok.
We'll definitely have a new place to chat about next time we see each other.
That's amazing.
And please be sure to follow Press Pass LA.
Absolutely.
You can follow us on Instagram. We're active everywhere.
Yes.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at Press Pass LA.
This is all true facts, guys. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to set up for Chris, our guest of the hour, and we'll be right back in a second, everyone. Take care.
Let's do this.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Chris is with us. Welcome to the show, Chris.
Thank you.
How you doing, my friend? How'd your week go? Tell us.
It's going well.
Okay.
Going well, yeah. I've been moving this week.
All right. From where to where?
From Topanga to
Topanga. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I've been in Topanga since 2010, but I've probably lived in 5 or 6 places.
In Topanga.
Yeah.
How'd that fire situation go? Any fire situation, I should say, actually.
There was an evacuation again, you know, which we had that happen last year as well.
Yeah.
It was weird because last year there was a fire going all over the valley there, but they didn't evacuate Topanga until the one on the 405.
The big one,
no,
yeah.
The little
The skirball?
Oh, the
skirball. Last year?
Last year.
Skirball
yeah.
looked scary though.
Yeah, because they said because it was blowing like crazy.
Yeah.
And, and they said if it gets on that side of the freeway and the winds grab it,
yeah.
it's going to go, because it's all state park. It's like, 8 miles of state park.
Right.
It'll climb across
Shit's
that
toast,
in
yeah.
no time.
Got you.
And so they evacuated. I didn't evacuate, but they suggested.
Okay. Look at you being bold.
And
crazy.
It wasn't mandatory this time either, so
so you're like, fuck it, okay.
I still think I can run faster than the fire, which is really stupid.
I love your belief in yourself.
If you can run like a cheetah, I'd be really impressed.
That confidence and belief in yourself is just so integral in this industry.
I like to just imagine that I can hunker down and it'll go over.
It'll just go right the fuck over you. It'll be like, this guy, he's a god in himself. We're just gonna.
I'll just get some soot
brush your
off
shoulders
my
off.
face.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
It'll be golden.
It'll be good. So you and I have something in common.
We do.
We do. Wait, I want you to guess.
I know what it is.
What is it?
I know what it is.
What is it?
American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That is it!
I was going to say, you guys have the same birthday?
No, we are both alumni from American Academy of Dramatic Arts.
Yeah, I did. I remembered that. I don't know. I must be on your site. Or
It's on my site, yeah.
Thing, because I looked you guys up. I'm like, okay, what am I
I love that you looked us up, by the way, because so many people do not look us up, and they're like, they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, it's just out of total fear on my part. I don't want to get on there and not know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. I got you.
But yeah, did you out here?
I did. I went to the one right over here in Hollywood. Yeah.
That's right, because you were a baby.
Well, at times.
I went when it was in Pasadena.
Oh, see, I live in Pasadena now.
Oh, so it would have been helpful.
See, yep, it would have, yeah. I graduated in 2005 from the academy,
Nice.
But question, so when I went, I had to audition. I'm assuming you had to audition.
Yeah, that's a lovely story in itself. But,
it is, right? So what I thought was interesting, though, you did not realize it was just for acting. How did that happen when you had to audition to get in?
Yeah, that should have been a warning sign.
Right?
I didn't know anything about acting or the whole theater or anything. I didn't know. I just knew that I liked to write.
Okay.
And I was, after college, I was bumming around up in Reno. I was born in Tahoe, and I was living in my dad's house in Reno, and I was working in a warehouse with this guy. We were, it was a company that builds slot machines or something. So we're just doing our little warehouse stuff, and I told him that I wanted to write screenplays, and he said, oh, I have a buddy that got into that business, and he went to a school called the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. And I'm like, that's it, that's me, I'm doing that.
That's the one! I love that.
I got the name of a school.
Yeah. You're like, I know everything now, I got a life path.
Well, you couldn't look stuff up, they didn't have the internet.
Right, no, for sure.
So, they sent me a book of selections.
Yep.
Did they still
I have a grape, yes.
So, and they had to do a comedy and a drama.
Yes, you did.
And
no, they didn't send me a book of selections. That you had to pick specific monologues to audition with?
No, but if you didn't know any at all,
I got you.
Me,
okay.
they were like, okay, well, here's
Here's what that did not happen when I auditioned.
Yeah. So they sent me these monologues from ancient plays that I now know were like really. I mean, one. So I picked 1,000 Clowns, a Herb Gardner play that Jason Robards did in the '60s, and that was my comedy, and the drama was from Time of Your Life by William Sirott, which is basically a speech about why do I like to drink, this alcoholic justifying why drinking is good.
It's totally cool in the gang,
yeah. And you guys can relate. We can all relate. Drinking is mandatory. Yeah. So I went. I memorized the hell out of those things, and I went to the audition, and I remember standing in her office just doing. And I had no idea what a monologue was.
Right.
I didn't know that that there
you had to like
acting
feel that
involved.
shit.
Yeah. I didn't know. I stood there. I can still see myself. It keeps me. I get so embarrassed for myself just thinking about it. I stood there and just recited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought, I'm in. I got 100%.
Absolutely.
I didn't miss a word.
Yeah.
I got it perfect.
My memorization is on point.
Yeah. I thought that's what it was.
Right. That's it.
He got every word.
This guy.
Top of his class. So she told me on the spot, no. Like,
oh, they told you on the spot?
No, you're not ready.
No.
Yeah.
You're not ready.
Do you remember who your auditioner was?
She was she's not there anymore. I cannot remember her name. She,
Betty Carlin, Madonna? No, there's a woman named Madonna. Betty Carlin? Betty Carlin was my auditioner.
Betty Carlin, no, she
she was my instructor for the first year. She was my main teacher, yeah.
I remember her, but no, it wasn't her. She I think, ran the school at one point.
Okay.
No, it wasn't. There was Georgia. I don't know.
All right, whatever.
So, she gave me some workshops and stuff, and go do some workshops, and come back next year, and blah blah. And that's kind of when I went in and did. That's when I went into my monologue, really, because it was that whole, I got no place else to go.
Oh.
Everything I own is out in my '77 Jimmy. I got my roof, my bed tied to the roof, and all my shit. I left my job. I left my apartment. I was actually in an apartment. I wasn't at my dad's at that point. Left my apartment, and and she's like, "I'm sorry." So I went back to Reno, and I moved in with my dad, and I was all bummed out.
Right.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Now I have
Figure something else
no
out.
purpose in life. Yeah. And then a couple weeks later, they called and they said, the director decided to give you a shot if you still want to do this. And I was like, yeah. So I ran out here again from Reno, and I was going up and down Colorado Boulevard looking for a place to live.
Oh, Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado was shady back in the day, too.
Yeah.
It was not nice.
And I didn't even have a place to live. So the first couple of days of school, I was sleeping in the school parking lot up on the roof of my truck. And I would get up and I'd go in the bathroom in the morning and
freshen up.
Yeah, and then go looking for apartments, and then I finally found one. And the next day I went to school from my apartment, and I'm like, this is taking forever. I'm going forever. And the school was in East Pasadena, like almost Arcadia.
Okay, yeah.
And I lived in Glendale. So
oh, right.
Forever.
Right.
And so that's how but I didn't know anything.
You didn't know about anything, yeah.
I didn't know anything. And I was a football player in college, and everybody I went to school with, they were all actors. They were actors, and they were all, wearing black and smoking and
being cool.
Being cool.
The whole vibe.
Talking about John Malkovich. And
Right.
I didn't even know who fucking John Malkovich was. No idea. And they're saying, we got to, I want you guys off book tomorrow. We're going to start blocking. And
right, all these terms that you were like, what are you even talking about?
What's off book?
What's blocking? What is this shit? Yeah.
Yeah. So I just made sure I knew my lines. And do you still have to be invited back for second year?
You do have to still be invited back for second year, and I was. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, well, they invited me back for some reason. They must have seen something, because I
think if you can show that you're able to tap into emotion, they're like, all right, this person has a lot of problems. Okay.
I don't know that. Maybe they just saw some progress.
Right.
But I just was so afraid to come out of my little comfort zone.
Right.
And I didn't realize that living in that little safe bubble was more embarrassing
than being vulnerable.
Actually taking a chance.
Yeah.
So, but I remember hearing things like, you're only as good as you are willing to be bad.
Absolutely. That's such a great fucking quote.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
And so I'm like, so people will think it's cool if I try something really out there and then fall on my face.
Yep.
They're going to respect that.
Yep.
I'm like, then I'm in, because I definitely do that.
Yeah.
And so second year is where I kind of...
You really got in there and played around.
Yeah. And I remember we had exam plays.
Yes, our final performances.
They still do that?
Your final performances, yeah.
Yeah, and so I was John Proctor in The Crucible.
Oh.
Okay.
And
that's a doozy.
Yeah. And I had never been on a stage in front of a packed theater before, and they have a pretty big theater there. They had a couple, but this one was in the Michael Toma Theater in Pasadena, and you know, doing stuff in front of a classroom with 20 people working on your scene or whatever. That's one thing that I was terrified of.
Right.
But being on a stage was, who knew? Who knew
yeah,
how that was
absolutely.
Go? And then I got up there and I did it, and afterwards I had like these strangers coming up to me with tears in their eyes.
Oh,
and
that's
hugging
amazing.
Me and talking, you know, and I'm like affecting people.
Yeah.
And it was, but I also know that I was comfortable in my own skin for like the first time ever, because that's why I'm like not joining you guys, because I'm a total alcoholic who should not drink.
Well, I love that you know this about you and are not drinking.
Yeah, no, I'm not the only one that knows this.
There are others.
There are others, including...
He's banned from several bars.
Yeah. Yeah, and so but I was comfortable up there and not on anything, you know. And I was the guy that used to have to drink a 12-pack just to come to a place like this.
Oh, interesting.
I wasn't that guy that could go have his first drink in a bar with a bunch of people.
You had to be drunk before you went to the
bar.
Right.
Yeah, that's just terrifying for me. You know, it was.
Yeah.
Before I learned how to live. Like
well, that's amazing how much you've grown as a human.
Well,
that's fantastic.
It's been a long
road.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and addiction is not easy.
No, it's not. And you know, for me, it got pretty ugly. You know? I lived on the streets here in LA for 6 years.
Wow.
And because I was a junkie, I tell people I tried heroin once for 6 years.
Once for 6 years, damn.
Yeah, so that was, and people were dropping them like flies all around me. It was like Vietnam. You know? It was like, my God, I know someone who died like every week. Someone would die that I knew. You know, and
was acting something that helped pull you from that place?
No, because I had, you know, I had a couple of sitcoms in the '90s, and so I went from the Malibu beach house to living in the bushes next to the 405.
Wow.
And you know, I took myself out of the game. I wasn't trying to like work as a heroin addict.
Right.
I could do it as a drunk because I could decide when to drink.
Right.
But you can't decide when you need to do some heroin.
Yeah.
It's kind of a full-time gig.
Right.
So I was just out of the business, and then when I finally got clean in 2004, I went and stayed with my mom after rehab, and I was driving back from Florida. I stayed with her for like a month, and I was driving back to LA, and I stopped in Taos, New Mexico, and I was like, I love this. I love it. I'm gonna forget the business. I couldn't stay clean in LA anyway. I've done dope in every gas station bathroom in this town. So it's just too many triggers and too much pressure up and down, and it's expensive. And so I just said, I'm living here. Forget the business. I'm gonna go to meetings and build adobes or something.
Right.
And
fantastic.
Just try to just live.
Yeah.
Just not die. And that's what I did, and that just happened to be the year that New Mexico started a tax incentive to bring productions to New Mexico.
Oh.
So like right away, everybody in the state became an actor.
Yeah. Right.
I forgot
expressing
where
himself.
We were,
you were going to build adobes in New Mexico.
Oh yeah. So everybody became an actor instantly, and they had to dummy up their resumes, just like, you know, I'm sure.
Just like
we did.
as you start out in LA, we all did that shit.
All these obscure.
I wasn't an extra. I was featured. Hello.
Yeah. So, but I actually had a resume. So I would, when they, you know, the productions would come to the state, and they'd have their main cast, and then they would hire local hires for all the supporting roles. And I booked most of them because I actually, you know, knew.
Yeah, you know what was up.
Yeah, and so that turned into, you know, I opened a treatment center in.
That's amazing.
In Taos with some people, and I did actually build adobes, and I was a river guide, you know. I had all these cool things that I was doing. And then I started doing these things, and they got more and more frequent, where it was kind of like a full-time gig. And then LA people found me through stuff. You know, once in a while, a local hire role would be, you know, more than just the bartender or the paramedic, you know, that's giving exposition to the audience about Tommy Lee Jones' situation. And I would get something I could really, you know, work with. And that happened on a movie called Book of Eli with Denzel. And you know, it's a good movie, huh? And I had this cool role in it, and I got to just improvise with him for 2 days.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was great, and that was kind of a game changer for me. I kind of left that job like, wow, I can hang with the big boys. You know, like I'd had some decent sized roles in little movies, but this was a cool role in a real big movie with a big star, and I held my own, and I was like, okay, I can do this.
That's awesome.
But the character was called Hijack Leader. He wasn't even.
Yeah, okay, I wondered where Hijack Leader came from.
So that's where it came from. That was kind of the turning point for me. So like on social media, I'm Hijack Leader. And, And most of my websites and things that I do, that's my username.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually almost made it my username for Virgin America, which would have been a huge problem.
Right. They'd be like, Hijack Leader's coming on the plane.
Yeah,
the fuck?
I got really close to going, oh wait.
You're like, there could
stupid.
be.
Maybe
that's
not.
A thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was I think the end of the story. I forgot what else.
Yeah, no. So that's how you kind of found your way back to LA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did a movie called Cowboys and Aliens.
Yep.
And that was a good job for me financially. So it was like
time to step shit up. Yeah.
So because I had, you know, I was married and we had a baby, and it was like, if we're gonna do this, we can't be struggling in some little apartment way out somewhere.
Right.
I want to be able to not worry about the family if I'm out of town.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, and after living in Taos for 7 years, it was like Topanga Canyon. You know,
Right. You're used to having that
kind of the
nature
the
around
option.
you.
Yeah.
Topanga is the same way as Taos in that's where the misfits fit. You know, I could walk around in Topanga in a pink tutu all day,
and they'd be like,
they wouldn't. Cool. Not only would they not say anything, they probably wouldn't even notice.
See, I love that.
It's just the way Topanga is, and I feel at home there. So
how do you feel about being typecasted as a bad guy? Like rough around the edges, rugged, often bad guy.
I love it. I mean, that's the reason I got kind of the reason I got so many of those is because of New Mexico. They're bringing all their heroes with them. Now we gotta cast the people who are gonna die.
Right.
The bad guys, yeah.
So so that's where that came from, the Book of Eli thing. And I love it. I mean, I guess maybe that's where it gets to come out, because I know how to. I mean, I played some prison roles, but that was just on, you know, because of the involuntary research that I had done over the years.
Right, you method actor, you.
Yeah, I mean, I spent 3 years of my life locked up in LA County, so.
The universe knew it was coming. They knew you would need to draw on that experience.
Yeah. That was the thing. There was a movie called Felon with Val Kilmer. How much time do we have?
We got like 7 more minutes.
Okay, because I know that Anthony wants us to talk about.
Oh, we're doing that right now. I was transitioning to that right now. So I was gonna say, with your bad guy roles, I was looking up your character on Bosch. I was like, he's a bad guy. He like probably shoots some people up, like whatever, bad guy. And then I was like, rapist and murder. I was like, yeah, it doesn't really get any worse than that.
Yeah.
So, how the fuck do you play a rapist? I mean, like, what goes on in your brain?
Well,
is what I want to know.
There wasn't actually any raping involved. So
Fabulous.
I didn't have to look into that.
Love that. Love that.
He's a guy that Bosch put away 25 years ago.
And now he's coming back.
He's been in prison this whole time. So, and back when he was arrested in the 90s, he was a rocker guy. He was like the leather pants and the jewels and the hair, and you know, the Sunset Strip rock and roll dude. so they actually, and what he's doing now is now he's trying to get a new trial because some new evidence has surfaced and someone else confesses to my crime and on their deathbed, and there's just a lot like, oh my God, this. And the plan is to get a new trial and hopefully be exonerated and sue the city and get
some money. Yeah.
And so that's the big thorn in Bosch's side this season. And the coolest thing though was they actually, for me anyway, as an actor, they showed the old interview tapes from the 90s.
Oh, that's cool.
So I can't imagine the team of visual effects artists it's going to take.
To make you, to reverse you.
I was like, this is going to, because I had the wig and all this stuff. And all this, and I just looked, just like an old guy in long hair. Like Steven Tyler. The wig's not selling it,
So they have to get into the Photoshop, baby, and do a little
they said, they actually did a publicity, they found my publicity photo from the band photo.
That's cool.
And they Photoshopped that for several days, and I actually have a copy of it.
Right.
It's awesome. It's brilliant. But it's old footage, like where the camera's up in the corner, so you're a speck, and then and it's it's black and white,
a little grainier,
it's because it's videotape, and so they're like, trust me,
it gives
they're like, people will be tricked.
Of leeway.
Yeah, it's a little bit forgiving. And I'm sure they had to do some stuff to it too, but so it was nice to play that for a little bit. That was just the day. But it was fun being this arrogant, cocky, asshole rock and roll guy, like you got nothing. Right. But the rest of the time, I'm in prison, trying to get out. But it was a blast. Those guys are. I mean, they were in season 5, so they've got it down.
They know what's up.
They got a system
That's
going.
Awesome.
And they were all really nice. And Titus was super generous.
And has this latest season aired yet, or not?
Starts April 19th.
April 19th.
On Amazon.
Guys. Oh, I have Amazon.
I do too.
Okay, I'm gonna start watching.
You have to, but now you have to watch 4 seasons of it.
My mom watches it.
No,
can I just watch your season?
You can just watch my season.
Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna watch yours.
What they do is there's 26 books of Bosch, the Harry Bosch books, and they just base a season on a book, and they're not chronological. I mean, some stuff is matters, but you can take a season.
Okay, see, I'm just gonna watch your season. It's not like Game of Thrones where you're gonna be like,
you have to watch it.
You don't know what the fuck is happening if you're not from the jump.
Come in on season 5.
Right. You'd be like, I don't care that he died. Why are you so sad? You're like, you don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out.
It's gonna be cool.
Okay, I'm excited. Well, I feel like we could talk to you for quite a bit more time, but we do have a live musical performance to get to.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, I thought we had
like
5 minutes.
Endless hours. It's actually been 7 minutes.
Is it really?
I know. Magic.
Time flies when you're having fun.
I talked about Bosch for 7 minutes?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, you have my friend. But you can come back anytime you want.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I hope so.
You're always welcome.
Oh, good.
Anytime you have anything new.
Anytime. Even if you don't have anything new and you're just like want to chat, you can come back.
Okay. I'm in.
If people missed your Instagram because they weren't paying attention, tell them again where they can find and follow and support you.
Hijack Leader on Instagram and Twitter. I basically just yell at Trump. I don't.
Hey, we ain't got no problem with that. Go for it, my friend.
I don't really put a lot of industry stuff on there. I just
tell him what a piece of shit he is.
He just lays out these golden one-liners every day, these straight lines. It's like, what's he gonna say today? Oh my God, I can't believe
he really did.
I can't believe he really said that.
Yeah.
So,
All right, guys, hang tight. We're gonna set up for our musical performance, and we'll be right back in just a minute. Bye.
Thank you.
Hi guys, we're back. Jamie's with us. Jamie, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Look, guys, look, she had like a little matching suit on.
I know.
It's so cute.
Honestly, the cutest.
Don't worry, Facebook is still on. It's just saying.
I'm kind of just. Power.
It's fine.
I'm just all brown. The guitar, this.
Your hair. Sometimes you just need sometimes you just need to be brown.
You just need to be brown.
It's cool, girl. It's cool. Guys, Jamie, as you can see, is a singer-songwriter, which we love. We just had Christopher Watson on the other week, and I know you guys just did a show at Hotel Cafe.
Chris is
Chris is great. How'd the show go?
It went very well. Yeah, it was fun we hadn't performed together in a few months, so it was really fun to get back with him, because we were doing a lot of shows together before, a few months ago. But
how'd you guys get connected?
We sang to babies. That's how.
Okay.
We met. We both worked at a children's enrichment center in.
So cute.
In Brentwood, where we would pretend that we were on an imaginary train.
Love.
And sing to little infants.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it was really fun, and that's how we got connected.
Fantastic, yeah. And you're hitting up shows everywhere. I mean, you did Hotel Cafe, you had a couple of shows in September, you're just kind of kicking ass, taking names.
Chris and I played this ridiculous show. Well, it was in San Bernardino.
I was like, go ahead, say it.
He was like, okay, I want you to play this festival with me. And I was like, sick, my first festival gig.
Right.
Because I had done like a dancing thing with my cousin before, but this was like my first music festival to play at. And we get there, and it was like literally our audience was the people, like the other musicians.
Oh!
It was like an 8 a.m. performance.
Oh
but it
my
was
God,
so much fun. Like we ended up meeting people that live in LA that we still talk to.
Right, that's fantastic.
It was.
Next
morning.
You learned. You grew.
When we left, this guy was like, he was eating this like goop from a cut off plastic milk container. And he was like, oh, it's mescaline cheesecake. He like gave me some in a little plastic bag, like sandwich baggie. He told me it had nightshade, which nightshade, I don't know if you guys know, nightshade is a deadly plant, like you cannot consume it. And I told him that, and he was like, oh no, it's fine, like you just eat a little bit, it's fine. And he like was going to hunt rattlesnakes, like eating this mescaline cheesecake. I took it, did not eat it. We threw it away.
Okay, I was like, did you try this shit?
No. I'm adventurous, but not that adventurous.
Well, nightshade, that is the code name for the pill that Air Force carry on themselves if they get caught and they don't want to be able to spill the secrets and they take nightshade and they die.
Yeah.
It's called nightshade.
It's poison.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what the code name for the pill is, yeah. I only know that because my dad's Air Force. So I don't know if he's supposed to tell me that shit, but... Oh my God. Yeah, they carry a little nightshade in their pocket.
Always?
When he was in... Yeah, because he was trained for combat, and if you get trained for combat, you carry a nightshade with you in the event that you get captured and you're like, there's no way out of this. I just gotta fucking take this so I don't spill any of the secrets.
Yeah, I mean, that's dedication.
I don't know. Would you just tell the secrets?
No.
At that point, you can't.
You wouldn't.
If you did,
I heard about some of my dad's training. No, they fuck
with
with your brain in such a way that you are so committed. I would love to talk about it, but I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed to do that. I was like, Dad, you should write a book about this. He's like, yeah, no, I can't.
Can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Dang. Wow.
Anyways, but speaking of nightshades, you plant-based diet chick?
Yes, I am.
How's that going for you?
You know, I like that you use the word plant-based.
Yeah, someone corrected me one time because I said vegetarian and they were like, it's called plant-based diet. And they seemed very sensitive about that and I was like, there's a thing here that I'm not aware of.
I think vegetarian, you can use that word more than, like if you use the word vegan.
Well, that's different.
That's where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because I can't say anymore that I'm actually a vegan because being vegan means wearing no leather. I don't buy leather anymore.
Yeah, I don't,
But
like nothing from an animal.
Nothing from an animal. No honey.
I mean, there's so many things that we don't even realize come from animals.
Yeah. Lipstick.
Right.
I mean, I don't wear lipstick.
Trader Joe's has these things called, have you seen them? They're like cheese, it's like Parmesan cheese squares and you eat them. They're in an orange bag.
Oh, yeah.
They're really tasty, but then I was reading about them and I was like, what's Renato? And then I looked it up and it's like this, it's this lining from baby calves that help them digest shit.
Oh,
and so I was like,
so nice.
And it's shit, you don't even know the shit's in your food. And it's Trader Joe's.
It's
what are we doing, TJ's?
Yeah.
It's gross. I'm still really big on like reading food labels and trying to buy sustainable products. But I do eat occasional fish and eggs.
I mean, I'm not plant-based, but the Renato thing kind of fucked with my head a little bit.
I mean, there's like code words that we don't know. Like Cassian, that's one, like that's a milk product. that most people would just read it and be like, oh, yeah,
calcium.
I don't know what that is, whatever. I can pronounce it. Cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can pronounce it. It's not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, nutrition has always been, next to music, has been a passion.
Right there. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And how did the music passion come to you? Like since a child?
Since a child, yeah. I was really, really shy growing up. And I would kind of come out of my shell when I would sing. I remember.
Love that.
I wish I wore my Titanic shirt today. Titanic like holds a really close place in my heart.
Cute.
Because I used to sing My Heart Will Go On for my family.
That's sweet.
Like I would be this like quiet little mouse thing, and then my aunt would be like, sing Titanic, and then I would like sing for everyone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when did you decide, all right, I'm taking the plunge. I'm going to make this a career?
I don't know. It kind of just was always. Oh.
I don't know how that's happening because I have my Do Not Disturb on, everyone.
Wendy!
I know. Look at Wendy fucking shit up. My Do Not Disturb's on, guys. I don't know how that's happening.
That's weird, Wendy.
Very
She's a source. Maybe she called you twice.
Oh, you know what? She's on my favorites.
Oh, favorites.
So if you're on your favorites and they call you twice, they let them through.
Yeah.
Oh, only the favorites.
Only.
Oh, so you would get through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would get
that's
through,
cute. You guys are favorites. So when you said you're like, this is it, man. I'm making this a career.
It was kind of just, and I always wanted to go into music. Like I just wasn't even like, I didn't give it much thought.
Yeah.
It was just like a definite thing. Like I remember I applied to like, I ended up going to music school, but I applied to like one other school, just like banking on going to
Berklee College of Music.
Yeah.
Which is where I went.
And I did. Yeah, I did.
Well, that's what I did. I just applied to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and I was like, if I don't get in, fuck it.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, don't you want a backup plan? I was like, backup plan? Do not support me? Do you think I need a backup plan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my backup plan was like go to this other school for like a semester or a year and then re-audition.
Yeah.
I remember I got my acceptance letter in like the giant
The giant
envelope, and I got it earlier than they said that I was gonna
so it was
receive
fucking with you.
And so I was like, oh no, I didn't get in. Like I sucked that much.
Right.
And then you opened it and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, no, it like literally said like on the front, arrive, you've been accepted, and I was still just like, no, those buttheads. A decline letter in this
acceptance
envelope.
envelope.
That's hilarious.
Dicks. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And then from there, then you moved to LA.
I moved to LA.
How long ago? How long you been out here?
Almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in September.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you loving it? You hating it? Some of both?
No, I don't hate it at all.
Good.
I mean, obviously, living in LA can be stressful at times.
Absolutely.
You know, like hustling and like making money and doing music at the same time.
Yep.
Like you learn to like balance things. But I met my best friends here.
Met Miriam here.
Yeah. The second I got here, I felt like I was at home. And I think it helped.
You know what? I felt the same way.
Yeah.
Like, when I came out here to audition, as soon as I got to LA, I had the same feeling. I was like, this is my home. Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, when I go back, I mean, I'm from Boston, and there's still, you know, it's...
Boston's an amazing city, by the way. I went for the first time this past September because I've
you
always wanted to go to Boston in the fall. I was just like, I need to go to Boston in the fall. I fucking loved it. It's my second favorite city.
Really? What's your first?
LA.
LA.
But I was like, I could for sure have a second home here.
Yeah, like I think if you lived on like Newbury Street or did you see that area?
Yeah, I literally walked all over the whole city because I was like, I was by myself, so I was like, I just walked the whole city.
I have to say that's one thing I miss is like walking everywhere in Boston.
Yeah.
Like I lived about 2 miles away from school and I could just on sunny days.
I went to Berkeley. I walked the campus of Berkeley.
Did you? We don't really have a campus.
I mean, it was like a little. There's a couple buildings. I was like, oh, this is Berkeley.
It was kind of cool not having a campus because we were just in the city.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it would have been nice if we had like
because it's a little bit of sense of community there.
Yeah. There was just like what they called the beach. It was just like where everyone smoked outside of the main Berkeley building, and you would just like walk by and instantly smell like smoke.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, now here it's you walk down the street and it smells like pot, but I don't really mind that smell. Yeah.
Or urine.
Oh, urine's a big, guys. LA seems glamorous.
It smells like
a lot of it smells like Hollywood smells like urine.
I was walking through Hollywood the other day and I was like, oh, I didn't know it rained today. And my friend was like, no, that's not raining.
That's pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my induction to Hollywood, I was driving down Sunset Boulevard, literally like right after I first moved here. Like, I'm going to go to school, I'm so excited. Driving down Sunset Boulevard, and a homeless person with their back to Sunset Boulevard pulls down their pants and takes a shit.
Oh, yeah. I've watched somebody take a shit on Hollywood Boulevard before, yeah.
Am I?
That should be a good...
Where am I?
Never have I ever shit on Hollywood Boulevard.
Finger goes down. Finger goes up. How do you?
No, if you start with 5 and then you take it down if you have done it.
Oh shit.
So. Yeah.
Literally. Okay, so we're super stoked to have you perform. Is there anything that you want to tell us about this song before you play? Or not. I mean, it's up to you. Up to you.
Do you want me to explain the song? Or
I want you to do however your heart feels. That's what I want.
The song I wrote from a sort of traumatic personal experience or time in my life.
All right.
But I'm not going to explain it.
That's fine.
I kind of want it to be
open for interpretation.
I want it to be. It's kind of obvious, but I want it to be someone else's story. I want it to be your story.
I love that.
I want it to be your story.
Okay. All right, girl. Well,
take her breath away.
Play the story.
All right. It's called Monterey. My heart in Monterey, so I'm gonna get it back, then I'll be on the way, and then I'll take it up to San Francisco in the morning. I'll finally see what I never had, and you can stay complacent in your stoner pad, and you'll be happy to know I'll never call again. I've been making changes, maybe you've been told. I'll never love again till this heart is whole. I gave you all I could, now we're through. I followed you, your song was all I knew. But now I'm singing my own tune. My own tune. My own tune. My own tune. I'll travel down to New Orleans where I'll buy myself a daiquiri, and then I'll feel the river delta at my feet. And for a second maybe I will cry, but the LA sun will dry my eyes. You know, I'll be moving onward with my life. I've been making changes, maybe you've been told. I'll never love again until this heart is whole. And I gave you all I could, beyond my way, and I'll take it up to San Francisco in the morning.
Oh, that's amazing! You're so good. Your voice is beautiful.
Thank you. Battling a cold right now.
Well, we didn't fucking know.
Can't tell.
We didn't fucking know. That was great.
That's my favorite song.
I already saw my story. I saw my whole fucking story in that story. It was great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, guys, if you want to find, follow, and support this woman, which I highly encourage you to do so, please tell everyone where they can on Instagram.
Lil Fruit Monster, L-I-L, like Lil Wayne. Lil Fruit Monster.
And she does post a lot of great pictures of fruit in beautiful platters.
Thank you.
Lovely color scheme going on there. Guys, we are Females Unfiltered Show. We appreciate everyone that supports us. We love you guys. Feel free to share this shit. We're always here at Mixology 101 every week. Come on down. As you saw with Mikal, you can come over. You can get a drink with us. We don't give a fuck. Nikki's our fave bartender. Ask for that woman when you come in. Miriam, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. Loved it.
And we'll see everybody next week, guys. Take care. Bye.